some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Rutgers offense will go on the attack first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Using his legs, it's Campbell. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's strong. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
The Scarlet Knights with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Scarlet Knights are on the move. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things, and with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. The Buckeyes offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Sayin. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for room, it's Peoples. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Motion from the wideout. To throw, it's Sayin. Under fire. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
You just love to see that from the quarterback. I know it's a big third down, and more than anything, you want to throw a completion and keep your offense on the field. But when the defense wins and nobody's open, you got to just tip your hat, throw it away. And now a big decision coming up on 4th down.
The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. A low line drive and short kick. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. To the air on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
And the Scarlet Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Weber. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd are live on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
That's reeled in. It's Campbell. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Scarlet Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And the Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sheffield. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that quarterback. And a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
The Scarlet Knights really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route, so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this 1st half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They'll run the toss. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Gets it out quickly. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end now in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice kick.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Quick completion to the right. On the move at the 30. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
And the Scarlet Knights will kick it off to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half for this defense.
The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Sayin. That's caught. It's Tate. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Those hands can get a little frigid in weather like this. He'll make the fair catch signal and secure the catch. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds a man by himself. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And just saw one there on the crossing route.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Creates a little room. It's a running room. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into 4th down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Option look. It's Sayin. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Got it in the middle. It's Rutgers. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, the ball has barely touched the ground every time this guy's been dropping back so far in this game. That's one of the rare misses we've seen from him so far.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got fourth, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal, or do you go for it?
They kick it away on 4th down. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They go to the ground. Wide open spaces. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll fair catch this one in the snow. Got to make sure that you don't let that thing squirt through. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The give and tick, 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 tick. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I think the biggest thing you're probably disappointed in on offense is your lack of success running the football. And they've tried to give this guy the ball a few times in this game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. Still not a lot to show for it. Game really close in this juncture. And you just wonder how many more times are they going to give him a try handing the ball off.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense. Hard-hitting tackle.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Sticks it in his belly. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Catch in the middle. It's strong. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Pressure coming. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
That defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Caught over the middle. It's Weber. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, and you're just trying to get completions and get the drive going, but this is 2 minutes, and you're trailing. I mean, you've got to take some shots down the field and be a little bit more aggressive, put some pressure on this defense.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Lost one deep down the right side. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it.